Hello again. The group Hope Not Hate seem to crop up everywhere lately. Last week they were uncovering a supposed conspiracy involving American billionaires funding a group promoting research into inherent racial differences between human populations. And on Friday, Tommy Robinson was arrested as a direct result of a dossier which Hope Not Hate put together and delivered to the Attorney General, claiming that he was guilty of contempt of court. This organisation seems to have almost unlimited funds to finance their mischief-making activities, but where is all that money coming from? The answer is that you, the public, are funding them via your taxes. The structure of Hope Not Hate is a curious one. The group that we see at work, the people who pursue Tommy Robinson, fly people to Estonia and Greece to try and uncover what they see as a racist conspiracy, is a commercial venture. It's just an ordinary limited company. A limited company called Hope Not Hate. In the description to this video, I give a link to their listing at Companies House. If you look at their accounts, you'll find that last year they had an income of just under £700,000. Where did this come from? Why, it was a grant from a charity called the Hope Not Hate Charitable Trust, which by an uncanny coincidence happens to share offices and staff with the limited company Hope Not Hate. This might cause raised eyebrows among less charitable viewers. But where does Hope Not Hate Charitable Trust, which is registered with the Charities Commission as a charity, get their money from? The money kindly donated as a grant to the Hope Not Hate, which we know about, headed by the ghastly Nick Lawes. I do hope I'm not losing anybody here. Well, looking at the accounts, which can be found on the website of the Charity Commission, to which I also give a link, we can see that for the year ending 2020, this charity was funded by the Home Office Counter-Extremism Unit to the tune of well over £50,000. The same the previous year. They've had somewhere in the region of £140,000, £150,000 from the Home Office. According to Hope Not Hate Charitable Trust annual report in 2020, they briefed multiple government departments on emerging trends in UK hate and presented a keynote at a Home Office conference on online hate in Derby. In other words, the government was paying Hope Not Hate to do its work for it. Or, to put this another way, you were paying Hope Not Hate to get up to all kinds of tricks, including things such as pursuing Tommy Robinson in an effort to have him sent to prison. There is a good deal more to it than just money, though, because the Home Office listened to Hope Not Hate and asked them for advice. Viewers probably noticed in August that the Home Office announced misogyny was to be treated as a form of extremism on a par with Islamism. Many of us thought this a bit rummy. After all, just because a man dislikes or is fearful of women, he's probably not going to set off a bomb or mow down pedestrians on a bridge, is he? Misogyny isn't really in the same league as Islamism in that way when talking of extremism. In the description to this video, I give a link to this announcement by the government. Why did the Home Office make this foolish decision? It has been driven by the agenda of Hope Not Hate, whose advice the Home Office take. Well, why wouldn't they? They are, after all, paying for it. I give a link to Hope Not Hate's report entitled State of Hate 2022, in which they push hard for just such a move, that is to say, for misogyny to be classified as a hate crime and lumped in with other extremist ideologies. On page 18 we read, despite clear evidence of misogynistic hate crimes taking place at an alarming rate, misogyny is still not officially seen as a hate crime by the government or the judiciary and most police forces in the UK. And also on the same page, The campaign continues for misogyny to be recognised as a hate crime in the UK, and this must happen alongside a root and branch culture shift in policing if it is to have any positive impact at all. And for those viewers who declined a COVID vaccination, we read on page 71, the violent far right is part of a growing and more complicated landscape, also involving related movements like anti-vaccine activism and violent misogyny. You see what's happening here. 2 years before that announcement was made by the government, Hope Not Hate was pushing vigorously for exactly that move, for misogyny to be recognised as a form of extremism. They have driven that agenda. Hope Not Hate are intimately connected to the government, and what we might see as their cranky ideas today are tomorrow adopted as government policy. I shall have a good deal more to say about this organisation in future videos.